Hi, my name is Diana.
And I'm Nick.
And welcome to this Team RCIA quiz.
In this quiz, we're going to show you several different kinds of seekers and test your knowledge about where they would start out on the ritual path of the RCIA. We've got several different seekers for you to look at, so let's introduce you to some of them. The first one is Jane, and Jane is a young unwed mother, and she's interested in getting her baby baptized. And in that process, she decided she might be interested in getting baptized herself. So where do you think Jane would start out on this ritual path here in front of you? All right, let's see what you came up with. Jane starts out before the rite of acceptance in the period of evangelization and pre-catechumenate.
Now we have Lisa. Lisa is also unbaptized. She is a 10-year-old girl. She's going to Catholic school and she has many Catholic friends. She loves going to Catholic school and she loves the rituals that they do there, the prayers. She's learning some of the prayers, and she has decided that she also wants to become baptized. So where does Lisa begin on this ritual path?
Okay, let's see how you did.
So Lisa, just like Jane, begins on the ritual path in the period of evangelization and pre-catechumenate, because the ritual path changes a person's identity. And so both Jane and Lisa need to start at the beginning of this path for rituals that will move them from unbaptized to baptized.
So let's take a look at Alex. His case is a little trickier. Alex was baptized as a baby. He was baptized as a Roman Catholic, but then his parents left the practice of their faith, and Alex was never raised in the faith, never learned any prayers, never practiced being Christian at all. And now as a young adult, he thinks he might be interested in kind of getting active in his local Catholic parish. So where would Alex go on the ritual path?
Remember that the ritual path changes a person's identity. And what is Alex's identity?
All right, Alex would wind up starting out in the period of post-baptismal catechesis or mystagogy. And the reason is because of what Diana said about identity. Alex is a member of the baptismal priesthood, even though he doesn't know it or doesn't know how to live that way, but nevertheless he's a member of the baptized. So ritually he would start out after the sacraments of initiation as a participant in the liturgies of the church.
Catechetically, Alex would need almost pretty much as much formation as Jane and possibly Lisa. So their formation could be very similar, but they all begin at different places on the path. Our next seeker here is Fred. Fred is a lifelong Lutheran who has been married to a wonderful Catholic woman and raised all of their children in the Catholic Church. He's been going to your parish for several years with his family, and now he has decided that he wants to become Catholic like his family. Where would Fred begin on the ritual path? Remember, this is about identity. So just like Alex, because of Fred's baptism, even though it's in the Lutheran community, we recognize Fred's baptism, and so he begins his ritual formation, ritual celebrations in the period of post-baptismal catechesis. He is, all of his formation happens after his baptism, and we honor the dignity of his baptism.
So here's another tricky one for you. Mike was raised as a Catholic. He was a pretty faithful Catholic, but somewhere along the way he missed getting confirmed. And now he's a young adult and he realizes he's never been confirmed, and he approaches his pastor and asks what he has to do to get confirmed. Where would Mike go on the ritual path?
This one's a little tricky and maybe a little trick question here.
Here's the trick. Mike doesn't go on the ritual path for the RCIA. He's in a totally different rite, the rite of confirmation or the order of confirmation. That's where Mike's ritual path takes place. And so it's, there's similar sacraments. He's going to celebrate the sacrament of confirmation, but the ritual journey is different than it is for the catechumens and candidates.
So how did you do? Did you figure it out? If you want more information, we're going to be going really deep into this ritual path and how to discern what the rites do for each person and where they should go on the ritual path, which rites are most appropriate for each person. We're going to look at that at a workshop during this online seminar, so stay tuned for that.
And we have one more quiz for you next week. We'll see you then. Take care.